Hey guys, welcome to my video essay on Steven Universe. This is part one of it. Part one going over season 1 through 4 stuff. Part two will be season 5 because there's a lot of stuff for that. And any side character like the Ruby Squad and stuff gonna be in there. Part three gonna be video essay on the movie, and part four it gonna be Steven Universe feature. So yeah. So here journey Steven Court's universe, a boy who matured between learning to summon his shield and find out his mom was a war criminal. There we go.
Steven, we can't both exist. I'm going to become half of you. And I need you to know that every moment you love being yourself. That's me, loving you and loving being you. Because you're going to be something extraordinary. You're going to be a human being.
Walls sinking like stones, all that we fall.
Everything I ever did, I did for her.
And we live in a beautiful world.
Sometimes you even sound like her.
Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in
Steven, we can't both exist. I'm going to become half of you. And I need you to know that every moment you love being yourself. That's me, loving you and loving being you. Because you're going to be something extraordinary. You're going to be a human being.
walls sinking like stones, all that we fall.
Everything I ever did, I did for her. Sometimes you even sound like her.
I never asked for it to be this way. I never asked to be a maid. Let's stay on this miserable planet together.
Take care of them, Steven.
All that I know.
Alright. I can see this Steven Universe extended intro is what's on here. The video got tuned down. Steven has to have him who try his best to not kill anybody, even if they don't agree. He's a loving and caring person who always tries best to save people. He's the descendant of Rose Quartz. Some music, I'm not gonna pay the music because of copyright. He's a funny city dad, but we found out he changed his last name and a recent millionaire. So they were made during like season 4. I think at the beginning of season 5. He's on a car. Well, before that, how he made him money and still does. He doesn't go crazy spending money. All, all, all overall, he's a very caring person, and he always makes sure his family's safe. He don't know anything about this gym stuff, but he do know about human stuff. It was just him and seeing for the longest till Annie DeMayo, Steven's first cousin once removed. He very protective of his family and keeping everybody together. He very stubborn and unwilling to change his mind. He could come off mean at first, but he just wanted to everybody to say the same. Everybody left him, and he wanted to return to old memories. He seemed like a tourist, basically being stubborn and all. I feel like we can pay a bit of this, just a bit.
Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just another rose quartz, but built in the dark. But she was different. She believed the earth was pressing, worth protecting. We saw a bunch of rose quartz bubble in the and and that would be all. So her purpose was to manage the human zoo, most likely. That was that way she rebelled. She made mistakes. She didn't always do what best for her, but she always did what best for the earth. I got animated bismuth. What one of the original Cryptogens that survived. She was Bubble in Lion Mane. She was Bubble because of the breaking point, a weapon that could shatter a gem on sight. Rose buttered her because of this. When Steven and Benjamin were talking about Rose Court, she said, "You don't have to be Rose Court. You can be someone even better." She soon showed Steven her forgery, and Steven and Benjamin got into a fight about the breaking point. She like just like his mother, and she was just like his mother, and she was Bubble again. Oh, okay. Steven told the Crystal Gem everything unlike his mother. Peridot F7FG is a little somber. She was first a villain. She referred to Steven as a Steven. We had we with her with her enhancers. Her job to check on the cluster. She began the Sardines art. She did with finding proof and it pretty hard to prove Paradox, apparently. When Steven unbubbled her, she soon found interest in this planet. This became clear and message received. She called Yellow Diamond a claw because they should should keep the Earth in perfect condition. She soon became the lovable mirror of the Crystal Gem, Peridot, and we're still waiting on that star with Renegade Circuit. So yeah, they were written before season 5 started, pretty much. Season 5 did happen. Episode 1 or 2 was out. So yeah, Jasper, who was made in the better kindergarten. She was originally from Pink Diamond, and she got re-signed to Yellow Diamond. She came out perfect, even though the beta is not arranged good. She kept getting bitten by fusion. She said, "No one I ever fused with." Oops. Maybe. She said, "No one I ever fused with ever wanted to say." She fused with one of the corrupted gens, then she became corrupted herself. Lapis was trapped in the mirror about 5,000 years for 5,000 years until Steven released Lapis from the mirror. We found out she was caught in the middle of a war. Soon she got trapped in the mirror. She got trapped. She got trapped on Paradox and she was forced to feud with Jasper. Then she has to stay in the barn with Paradox. Soon they became friends. She stayed to protect Steven. She also still getting used to the planet. She has trust issues and she also focused on her path. She recently evaded the planet because she didn't want to get caught up in the middle of another war. She took the barn with her, and now Paradox got to stay in the bathroom. Yeah, they were before season 5, so yeah. She's even a friend, and she got overprotective parents. She's sweet and kind, and would do anything for Steven. She played the violin. She was taught sword to sword. She was taught in sword to sword how to fight, so she can help Steven. She's a fun and impulsive kind of person at first, who had emotional problems because she was made in the kindergarten, where bad Jim came to grow more bad Jim. She thinks she's not strong because she is overcooked, which means she's smarter than other courses. She came out there like that because she stayed in the ground too long. She thought that part thinks she's just a big mistake. We just got a whole line of. I don't think I'm gonna play all of these. New apartment lineup. The gym that we know the least about. She is the perfectionist, the most smartest of the gym. Poor are like saved in homework, and poor love rose quartz. Poor love rose quartz because she let her do her own thing, unlike homework. She said in a episode, "I just support. I use this on my own. I need somebody to make me feel strong." It shows in We Need to Talk. We should was when she was showing off in front of Greg and Rose Scabbard. She said, everything I ever did, I did for her. Now she gone, but I'm still here. Sometimes you even sound like her. Sometimes I wonder, can she see me through your eyes? What would she think of me now?" This even said, "I think you're pretty great." Ruby a part of the garden. Ruby a part of the garden. She high temper. She was a common soldier until she met Sapphire. She loved Steven just like Sapphire. She loved Sapphire so much that she never wanted to be separated from her, and she treasured them as a fusion. Sapphire is part of Garnet. She has a low temperature. She has a low temperature. Sapphire is calm and patient. She is fast and have ice power. Sapphire also has the ability to see into the future. She's the most shielded person. We all know this. Many versions were made of this. She calm, cool, and collected. She's a fusion of Ruby and Sapphire. She's a being of love. She's an example of opposites attract. She thinks First Fusion is wrong because Dojin didn't have a choice. Ruby said they were permanent for the rebellion. Sapphire was willing to give up everything to be with Ruby. Ruby asked why was Sapphire willing to give up everything when Garnet met Rose Quartz. Then she said, "Why? I'm so sure that I'd rather do this than everything I was supposed to do, and I'd rather be this than everything I was supposed to do." She said it because of love. Sadie worked at the Big Donut where she do most of the work. She worked full time basically and still get minimum wage because she a teenager, I guess. she she look I don't know, she could be about 18, but whatever. She's a good singer and in the later episode she sing about how she was stressed and tired about and she eventually quit her job. Yeah. So you get some time frame while we're making this. Off color. So yeah, wasn't season five Lars said? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah. As I said, like season one, episode one or two, season five, and also in it. Laura came out a jerk at first. He worked at the Big Donut where he do little amount of work. He hang with the cool kid because he wanted to be cool, but later on we find out that he looked up to Steven. He looked up to Steven because he's strong and everybody loved him for being him. He said it himself, "I'm a wimp," and how he always scared to show people his baking skill and everything. He left Sadie behind. He soon came with Steven to home where soon we met the off colors. He died, then Steven revived him. Then Steven then Steven made him pink and he changed into what we know as Lars of the Stars. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure like something like that. Lars started with like the first episode. I need to see. Okay, we talked about the Arf Club. She another gen that came out wrong, but it based on a real life counterpart because Rutal came in two together usually. The other Rutal were scared of her, so they run away. That's how she off colored. Then also the pilot. They also the pilot in Lars of the Stars. So I need the trailer out for that. Paprika is like a special ed kid because of her future vision being delayed. Paprika can only see things that just happened. She, her gem is on the back of her hand, which is the opposite of Sapphire. She's a fuser of 6 or more gems, and they met the right gem. She is based on a parameter relationship. She was a chief engineer in Lars of the Stars. She's a fusion of Ruby and a Poor. She's a star class fusion. They based on star class lovers. She used to belong to a Morganite. She is the head of strategy operation in Lars of the Stars. Opal is one of the first fusion we saw in the show. She's the first of the fusion of Amethyst. She's a fusion of Amethyst and Poor. She answered it with a bow and arrow. She is very unstable.
All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman, a giant woman. All I
They would better
wanna be is
resize.
someone who gets to see a giant woman. All I wanna do is help you turn into
Besides, got
a
messed up.
giant
Resize.
woman, a giant woman. All I wanna be is someone who gets to see a giant woman. Oh, I know it'll be great, and I just can't wait to see the person you are together. If you give it a chance, you could do a huge dance because you are a giant woman. You might even like being together, and if you don't, it won't be forever. But if it would.
I might cut that out because of copyright, but hopefully we good. She's 75% human and 25% gem fusion. She's the first human in gem fusion. She's the fusion of Connie and Steven. She got anxiety problem and she asked for swordmanship. She also got a shield. Greetings, this is Sardalic. Greeting you from this side. I am a fusion of Port and Garnet. I'm the fusion that is careful and yes, occasionally I am known to smash. I put distrust in Garnet and Port, but they made up cause Garnet to even split up. Port said she just a Port. She used it on her own. Between now and this time, they made up. I got my own role in the temple with my show. Asking what Soki Course got off her sleeve, or should I say orange? I got a Warhammer. Well, bye-bye for now. The fusion between Steven and Amethyst first formed in the fight with Jasper. When Steven used nothing like said you're nothing like when Steven said you're nothing like her. She like him because they both not like anybody. Yeah, it's but they got each other. She's very insecure and don't deem much of herself. Fun fact: she is Steven's first fusion with a gem. The fusion of Amethyst and Garnet. She was voiced by Nicki Minaj, so she was only in one episode. Oh yeah. So now you made a joke in Sardonyx in the Sardonyx show. She used a little bit of her line from the episode Coach Steven. She was like, "We still got to play her? We do? Okay." She erected fusion that Garnet said she can be rash, you can be rash, you can be reckless, but we can both get carried away. Ellen Drandry. She's a fusion of all the crystal gems. She is unstable at its get. 6 arms and 2 mouths. She has Sugarlight, Opal, and Sardonic weapon. She could breathe fire. She was only formed twice in the show. First was deceiving in Fusion Kazine, and second in Watermelon Island to fight Malachite. She's a fusion you can tell she unstable just by looking at her. She's a representation of abusive relationship. She fought Alexandrite and that was the end of Lapis abuse. But she's not willing to feud with anyone because of Malachite. The Diamond Authority. Alright, we about to get to the end of it. White Diamond. She is the most mysterious of the diamonds because she is the top of the diamonds. She is known to manage all of Homeworld and all the gems. She is rumored to have mind control. She never made a imperial appearance. We just know about the moral mostly. Yellow Diamond. She one of the four rulers of Homeworld. She managed technology and now the military because of Pink Diamond demise. She came off as heartless leader, but that's not the case. She just wants Blue to move on, and so they can get to the next phase of Homeworld. She even almost break down into tears because of Pink Diamond demise. In a trial, she was ready to shatter Steven and be done with Blue Diamond griefing. She had different category of homework. She was mourning over Pink Diamond demise for thousands of years. Don't get her wrong. She had her fearful moments. True, Garner was scared to face her. She was reasonable in the trial and the one who asked the questions. Her gems are lapis lazuli, aquamarines, Zakram, ruby, and sapphires are the gems in her court. She's a fallen leader. Her great birth was her great demise from Earth. She only had the moon and Earth. Also, the human zoo. She the more she was the more nicer diamond, but still bad. She was shattered by one of her own rose quartz. The rest were bubble after that. Okay, I get we can pay this, but I will say after, so this is gonna be the end.
Life on the planet Earth.
Part two.
Defend
Next
all
week I'm gonna
human
have
beings, even the
season
ones who
five.
don't
Season 5
understand.
stuff. Arson of
Believe
the
in love
electric
that is
company.
out of anyone's
Electric company.
control, and
Backlining.
then risk
Presentation.
everything for it.
Video I say about
That's the
them.
motto of the Crystal Gems.
Or
Rose Quartz was
a
the
different
leader.
video.
She gave up her
But yeah,
gems
I'm
so
just
I could be
gonna
born.
let this thing.
Now I have to lead them.
They do this because of
It's a lot to
copyright.
take in. Don't worry if you're a little lost. I was too for a while. I can tell you everything you need to know. The diamonds are elite gems who use other planets to make new gems.
And it was
For
for
the
this purpose
purpose,
that Pink
you
Diamond
done
chose the
for
first colony,
colony.
the planet Earth.
Which would destroy all life.
Let's see how the end is gonna
My
go.
mom, Rose Quartz, formed the Crystal Gems to protect the Earth.
But we chose to fight alongside Rose, and here we made our stand against our homeworld.
Homeworld
What does
doesn't
the
come from
it gem like the crystal gems?
Gems who
Who
look
looks
different.
different?
Gems who fuse
Fight
together.
better.
Gems
You
who
can
fight
fight
back.
back.
On Earth,
Earth,
you can be your true self.
self.
And that's
Not
worth
worth protecting.
To free the
Free
Earth,
Earth,
my
my
mom
mom
shattered
Shatter,
Pink
Pink
Diamond.
Diamond.
Shattering destroys a
Gem
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 forever. It's
It's
bad.
bad.
And then,
The Diamonds launched a direct attack against Earth, and in their fury, they used their powers to end the fighting, once and for all.
the rest of the diamonds thought they destroyed all the crystal gems. But then they found out about me, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. Problem is, they think I'm a...
Really?
Why do you look like that? So they think I shattered Pink Diamond and they're real mad about it. They sent Homeworld gems after us, but we held our own. We even got a few on our side.
I'm a Crystal Gem now!
But eventually, to save my friends, I had to turn myself in. They took me back to Homeworld for a trial. While I was there, I learned some things that don't make sense.
How did you shatter Pink Diamond?
Everyone said they saw Rose Quartz shatter Pink Diamond with a sword.
I saw with my own eye.
But Mom's sword can't shatter a gem.
It can cut through a gem's
Physical form in an instant.
destroying
Joining the body, but
but
never
never
the
the
gem.
So how did she do it? I don't understand. I managed to escape, and then I had a vision of Pink Diamond. What does it all mean? Are the diamonds launching another attack? I still need answers. And the gems.
You have it wrong.
I think they know more than they're telling me. Every time I learn something new, I still have so many questions. Wish I could talk to my mom. I want to live up to her motto, to protect my friends, to lead the Crystal Gems. She left this job to me, and I know I can do it. We can all do it. Together.
Steven Universe on your Cartoon Network.
Take care of them, Stephen.